I did go back and look at when the pigs got pregnant, and it was a couple days into June, which means they probably won't be having their babies until a couple days into July, and we'll have to wait for the babies to grow up, and then we'll have to make the food. So we're taking some pies, we're taking one crock, and we're just gonna roll with it. We can find food wherever we go. I just want to get started. I want to see what's out there. I do want to make a couple of lanterns. I think I can put a lantern on my ship, but also it'd be good to have another lantern to like make a little mini base from. And in fact, maybe I should just bring some rammed earth anyway. All right, we've got a stack, and then I should probably bring a door. Make a door real quick. Great. All right, so we've got stuff for a very basic starter house. Also do have a backup shovel and a backup prospecting pick. I definitely want to prospect a bunch. I wonder if I should bring a backup pick. I don't have. I got this extra 10 bronze pick. Okay, that should be fine. We're just gonna be poking around. We're not gonna be doing anything crazy. I almost forgot to make the lanterns. There we go. 2 lanterns. All right, let's head down to the ship, and we can store some of this stuff in one of the chests on the ship, so it's not taking up too much inventory space. And then we're gonna start sailing, and I don't know what we're gonna see. I definitely think I'm gonna go south because I'm still holding on to the hope that going south will lead us to more bauxite. I'm hoping for some warmer or hot climates down there, because I just feel like bauxite is like a mesa desert looking block. We also were looking back in June for lapis a little bit, and lapis can be found in bauxite. It can also be found in limestone. I haven't found any limestone here, like in this area, on this continent or whatever. So maybe we find limestone. I do have chalk here, so I'm not hurting for lime. I have a way to get lime. Maybe it's not a great idea to start. Oh, look at that. Maybe it's not a great idea to start this right before it's dark. But I don't know, we'll see. It might be cool following the stars as we sail. It would be awesome to build a little dock out here. Definitely think I want to do that at some point. All right, here is my ship. So let's store some of this stuff in here. Do want to keep, since these 2 tools are in the red, I want to keep the backups of those on hand. I do also have that. The knife is also getting kind of low, but hopefully it'll be okay. All right, and then where do you put, there it is. Caps lock. Yay! All right, so now, okay. So we are going to let the sails down. There we go, unfurl, and here we go. Oh, so fast. All right, so we're heading like down this way. This is awesome. I sailed it look at the water, look at the choppy water. I sailed it a little bit to get it out, but like I didn't let it go full steam. This is crazy. This is awesome. Ooh, is that new, or do we have? We've been there before. So that's a little peninsula. So we're going through this little channel here, and then once we come out through here, hopefully you'll find some new stuff. Oh, look at it looks like there's some floating terrain over here. That's fun. It is a little scary. Like, I do a little bit feel like a sea monster is gonna jump up out of the water. Alright, we're getting into some new stuff. I'm honestly going to, since we're sailing, I'm gonna kind of be watching the mini map. Okay, it looks like we're heading towards some land over here. Wonder if it's an island or a continent. I don't want to completely miss it, but I don't want to hit it. It looks like this might be some steep terrain. It's not too bad. Oops, unfurl. Okay. Let's paddle on in and kind of just check the area out. It doesn't immediately look too much different to our home continent. Again, probably not, yeah, look at all this freaking andesite. Probably not a great idea to do this as we're heading in tonight. Can we eat red wine caps? Yes. So I am gonna gather these since we are kind of out foraging and stuff a little bit. Oh, I should put those away. But I'm going to prospect a little bit and then we'll hop back on the ship. I don't think this is too dissimilar to what we had on our main continent, so I'm not super excited to stay here. I just want to poke around a little bit, see what we got. So this is kind of my standard prospecting way. I like to look for a little ledge and then like 2 blocks from it, I'll start digging down. And that's so that if it's the winter time, I can block it like that and do my prospecting to stay warm. But then I get this block and then I go out 1, 2, 3, and then on that 4th one, prospect that one, and then 1, 2, 3. Oh, this one's got to go down a little bit. Grab that. Yeah, not a whole lot. Oh, this is a little island. Okay, this is a little island. I'm not seeing much of anything. Oh. I'm not seeing really anything interesting, so I think we're gonna go back to the ship and continue to head southward. I think this is just more of the same that we had on our main continent. Wow, the lantern helps a lot. Look, it shows you exactly where the ship is. But I think this is how I'm gonna navigate while it's dark and we're in the ocean. I don't think I've seen any problems. All right, so something else is coming up over here. This looks like it might be another island. Yeah, another little island. We won't worry about that. All right, I think we're gonna just try to go like straight south. We are seeing the edge of something. This might just be a peninsula of here. I do want to check it out. Just want to make sure I'm not running directly into it. It's hard to tell at night how close you are. Alright, yeah, it looks like this is like a continuation of our continent, our main continent. I do want to just prospect a little bit around here. Just to make sure we're not missing anything major. We probably won't stay here very long. Yeah, not much coming up here. So I think I'm gonna hop back in the boat again. Really want to find a new continent. I think I saw some mushrooms. Yeah. I'm just trying to forage a little bit to save on resources since we We're not really bringing as much food as I had hoped. Early game foraging is how I get most of it. It's a lot of mushrooms, a lot of berries. Ooh, it's a deer. Deer means large hide. Can I trap it in the water? Yeah, I think because it's gonna keep trying to come. So, how are you doing that? It's Jesus, deer! What the heck? It was running on water. Oh man, it's gonna sink to the bottom. No, Jesus, deer! It's too deep. I can't. I can't. Oh man, that would have been great. That would have been great. Let us continue southward. I'm going to head slightly west. So we can kind of see when this continent ends. But yeah, this is really pretty. The sunrise coming up over the ocean. Oh, love this. Whoa, look at that big boulder. Some fun terrain generation right there. With all that exposed rock, it would probably be good to prospect it just a smidgen. I mean, it still just looks like more of the same andesite nonsense. I'm not really expecting to find anything crazy. Ooh. I mean, never gonna say no to copper. I recently saw a Reddit post that was like, I've got so much copper, should I just, I've started getting into the 10 bronze phase, should I just get rid of my remaining copper? And everybody was like, no, bro, don't do it. You always need copper, okay? Even, like, I'm in steel. I'm in the steel age, okay? And I need copper. It's so helpful. You can make so many things out of it. It's great for like lanterns and stuff. Yeah, I figured there'd be some little nuggies up here. You're never get rid of your copper, your extra. There's no such thing as extra copper, okay? You're always gonna need it. So, new concern is that this is gonna loop around to the side and we're gonna find that instead of a sweet ocean, it's just gonna be a big ass lake. And we won't be able to get to a new continent, but we'll see. Oh no. Well, it's turning. No, come on. Let me out. Let me out. I want to hop into shore again real quick just to once more a little prospecting just to see what we've got over here. Just more andesite. It's so much andesite. I guess we are only like 3,000 blocks away. What is that? Oh, impact! Impact rock. Oh, there's a meteor here. It's over this way. There it is. Okay. This is neat. Alright. So, let me get out of the way of the thing. Alright, so if you see, like, I kind of messed it up a little bit, but if you see a circle with, like, a kind of a smaller indent in the middle of it, on the mini-map, that's usually indicative of a meteor impact. So I'm gonna grab this. I'm not gonna grab all this rock down here though. I'll mark it on the map and come back later if I need to. But right now I think I'm just gonna get the meteoric iron. I'm also keeping my eye out for cornflower flowers. And I'm not seeing many. However, I did make blue dot and I did try it out on the wall. I think it's too dark. And so I did some ashen daub, and I like that better, but I don't like it with the Asher blocks that we currently have as the base. So I do have some just standard blue clay bricks in the beehive kiln ready to go. And I'm gonna make them because similar to the shingles, depending on how many doors are open, it'll change the color of the brick. And so I think this gray brick, can't talk, this gray brick block will look good. So we're just gonna try that out, obviously, when we get back. Not right now. Right now we're trying to explore. Right now we're trying to find a new continent, and it's not going very well. We just keep finding more of the same continent. Ooh, this could be a different continent. Or it could be an island. It looks like it's an island. It looks like an andesite island, and I'm not going to bother with it at this time. We're gonna keep going. Oof. Oh, this is gonna be kind of fun. So we're kind of gonna have to go all up and around. Over here, I'd hop off, but this looks like more andesite nonsense. I am getting increasingly worried that this is just gonna loop back around, and we're gonna find out that we're landlocked. Look at all these pine trees we can cut down for all that firewood we need. Ooh, is that a trader? We'll hop off for the trader. Oh, hi. Hi. All right, local goods. Yeah, if I had lapis, maybe I could sell it to you. Nah. I know, you're so sad. I am gonna spend a little bit of time chopping down some trees, just because there are a lot of pine trees here, and we can throw the pine wood in a crate, one of the crates that I've got on there, instead of a chest where everything has to be the same. It's because we are working on getting a bunch of firewood for our new charcoal pit. So how do you put things in the crate when they're attached? Do I have to do I have to detach the crate? Not seeing any good answers online. Left click and right click don't do anything. I'm not seeing anything about crates in the help guide. Okay, so for now I'm just gonna put the wood in these chests. Did accidentally pick up. Oh my goodness, come on. What are you doing? Why are you doing this? Go over here. Did accidentally pick up some of the blocks I threw out, so I can get rid of those again. All right, we're getting back to night sailing, and I do believe this is just gonna loop back around, which is not as fun as I'd hoped it would be. We might just have to use the boat to like get down here, and then just another huge southern road. Although my southern road is already down to here. So why not just continue it from there? I don't know. Yep, here we go. We're looping back. So ooh, did I hit something? I did. I think I'm going to dock the ship up here. And that way I can kind of have more of a straight shot to my base. I can extend this road out a little bit more, bust through this mountain range. So we didn't go, ooh, there's some shale over here. I'm just gonna prospect a little bit over here. We didn't go near as far as I thought we would. We kind of just got stuck. It's not great. This is clay stone though. And last month we were talking about how I don't know how much truth there is to it, but heard that halite is easier to find in clay stone rather than some of the other stones. Look, minuscule amounts of halite. I was about to turn around, but just minuscule halite still. I don't know. I think I was talking about halite being up here too. Yeah, we've got some halite readings up here. So I think I'm gonna postpone this for now, get back on the ship, go here, and build that out. Maybe we can find another large swath of water. Definitely, I still want to get on another continent. The logistics of getting this ship to another large body of water, I don't know how feasible it is, unless, you know, the large body of water is like just on the other side of here or something. So we might have to build another ship, which honestly I'm in a much better position to do now than the first time, than when I built this ship. It's definitely like not very scary right now for me. If you're like, hey, you need to build another ship right now, I could definitely do it without a problem. All right, we've made it. So I'll just get this road continued out. Looks like we do need to move the ship a little bit more up, a little more north, but not too far off from where we needed to be. The raccoon. I am still bummed that we could not escape andesite hell. But it's good to know. Like, we've learned what's around us, and that's, you know, that's good. It's good to know that we just have this giant lake. Maybe, I guess you could consider it a small sea. It's definitely not an ocean. It goes herping fur. And we need to find another way to get to another continent. Most likely just building roads again. Hopefully we can find a translocator that'll take us really far south. We've got one that takes us really far north. I'd love to have one that sends us really far south as well. I guess yeah. Getting a good eye for Flint. Coming back to base, I ran into some deer that are kind of in this little hole. And I got one. I'm trying to get at least one more for the large hides. This is where I really like using the bow. I think I got 3 or 4. Oh no, I don't know which one is the one I was hitting. Oh, there's so many. Got that one. Oh, are you coming to me? Yeah, let's fight, bro. I need to remember to go back and get that arrow. Alright. Got it. And then there's still an arrow over the other ones are. Just trying to get a bunch more hides for sturdy leather. It's a nice little area. Like, they kind of are getting themselves stuck along here. As long as I don't chase them out of it completely. If I want to chase them back in, so I'm going to do a big loop around. Chase them that way, and then try to find that arrow. Did I get it? Yeah. Alright. Yeah. One almost looks like a baby. It looks smaller than the other. Oh. Oh. I don't know where this arrow went. Have to make some more when I get back to base. Back up. That one. 6. I'm missing 3. I know where 1 is, hopefully. Yeah, I need to make a bunch more. Alright, where did that other chair go? I think it went up the hill. Might not be able to find it, unfortunately, but we've got 6 large hides, which is fantastic. I lost 2 arrows, isn't terrible. I am hoping that when I get back that the piglets will have been born. That'll be great. Did I leave a bunch of food on the ship? 100%. 100% did that. It's fine. Is it also super hot and gonna make it spoil faster? Oh yeah, for sure. It's 28 degrees Celsius. I'm gonna check on the deer real quick. Again, since you can't really domesticate them, I'm not 100% positive you can breed them, but they did eat all the hay. Their weight is good. So I don't know. I think I'm just gonna leave them in here for a little while, month, maybe a month and a half, and see if they pop out a little baby. If not, then I guess we'll go ahead and process them, but hopefully they will. Guess what we've got? Piglets! So I think only 1 has given birth so far. 1 pregnant, not pregnant, yeah. So only 1's given birth so far, which is fine. But we finally got our piglets, started to get our piglets on the 5th. I think it takes a full like 20 days for them to give birth, so it kind of makes sense. I know you guys looking for food, but I need more babies before I feed you. Sorry. My redwood tree grew up, and I think this is a cicada. When I get close to it, the cicada noises get louder. But I'm gonna pillar up, try to get some seeds with my shears, and then cut it down. It is a really, really beautiful wood, though. I'm really excited to see what the planks look like. I'm learning some things about ale. So, you know, we've been kind of focusing on flax flour for everything, because with flax you get the fiber and seeds, so it's kind of like the #1 grain, right? Like it's so good. Haven't really been focusing on any of the other grains. So I came in here trying to make some ale, and when I was looking at it, it looks like it's a 1-to-1 ratio, 1 liter of water to 1 flour. And I was having trouble for some reason, like, so I put 40 flax in here. There's 40 liters of water. It's like, why isn't this working? It's because you can't make flax ale. You can make ale from a lot of other stuff, but not flax. So this is now a reason to start growing other grains. So I did test it out over here with some spelt flour. We've got 50 water, 50 spelt, turn into ale. Great. So fortunately, I do have a bit of spelt saved from when I was feeding it to chickens. So we're just gonna steal it from the chickens to make some ale over here. So I'll get that done. But I've been doing a few other things. One thing I've been doing is been kind of redesigning the wall. I'm really liking this part with the blue clay bricks on the bottom, the ashen daub, and then the Peplog log debarked. I did make the panes with pine wood. I'm gonna check to see if I make them with the kapok wood, if it is different, if it looks different, it might flow better. And probably also change the door because right now it's birch. But yeah, I am liking this. If you come up here, got a nice little view out. We had our bow out, we'd be able to shoot some stuff. It would be fantastic. We have also had a couple of goat births. I've checked one. One is fantastic. I haven't checked the other one. This one is the one I checked earlier. Gen 3 female. Fantastic. We can finally start moving forward. And it looks like here's a Gen 2 male, which I think we already have a Gen 2 male. Yeah, so one of them will be processed at some point. But we need to go ahead and feed them again to start getting the next round of kids going. Before we do that, we wanted to just show all the sows have given birth. We are just waiting on the piglets to grow up. Some of them have already grown up. These Gen 6 pigs are the grown-up piglets. So hopefully we'll be able to process those soon. I have also been working on getting more sturdy leather. You'll notice my inventory is bigger now. I've got 4 sturdy backpacks. And from what I can tell, this might be the current best backpack. I'm not seeing in here how to increase your inventory further, but I feel like you should be able to. I feel like you should be able to get all the way down to this line here. And I mean, this is a scroll bar. So I don't know. Maybe there's a way to continue that. But I have been working on building up the supplies. Well, I did have a good chunk of sulfuric acid, and then I turned it into a bunch of chromium sulfate. But I had been working on that. Oh, I thought I was running around in circles because I was like, I thought I heard an animal noise. It sounded like a cow. I was like, there aren't cows in this game. What am I hearing? Am I hearing another deer? No, it's a real life cow. We have a cow pasture right beside our house, IRL. So I was just getting confused between real life noises and game noises. I've been working on getting the steel up. I did just refill this. Something that I've been kind of focusing on is checking when this gets low. So it's starting to get low. So let me go ahead and refill it. I don't know if this is better or worse to do. I don't know if I should leave it to like go down and then fill it, or if it's better to fill it while it's still hot. I don't know. I don't know what's best. I'm trying this. I think it might be better to just let it die and then refill it, but honestly I'm not really sure. I have gone and I did go out and get a bunch of brown coal. I have used a bunch of it already. Like this barrel was full. I had to start putting it up in here. Obviously now this one is empty. I do have some more progress made on filling up the charcoal pit. Yep, we're getting there. Probably here soon. I'm just gonna go on a big long trip to go through and chop down a bunch of trees elsewhere instead of just the tree farm. Oh dang, I need to go back home, go get something to eat. But I built these out a little bit because when these trees are tall, you can kind of see here. What I did was I brought the shears out and I sheared a bunch of leaves to make sure I got a bunch of seeds. I'm hoping that those two extensions don't inhibit growth at all. Like they're not directly above. I know it kind of looks like it, but it's actually right here. This one is directly above. And this one, I think, is this one. Yeah, it's directly above this one. So it's not directly above them, so I think it'll be okay. But we'll see how they grow up. Also, I did go ahead and double check online. You cannot breed deer. So we will be processing these guys to get their leather for more sturdy leather, because we can make sturdy leather armor. Should be a little more protective than the current leather armor that we have. Did start planting food again. Oh, what is happening in here? Dead turnips. What? Oh. They need cold. Yep. It's too hot for turnips. I can't grow turnips anymore. Too toasty. All right, I need to get those filled out. What about, yeah, parsnips too. Well, fantastic. Great. But I have been considering for my next playthrough, because I think I had really wanted to get a bunch of lore stuff done this playthrough, and unfortunately that didn't really happen. There's a new update coming out very soon. As of recording this, they recently released the first release candidate. And if there aren't any issues with that, it'll move it closer to a final product. Usually there are a couple of release candidates though. I just had a lot of issues come up that kind of hindered my progress. It's fine. We'll get there. But I am already thinking about my next playthrough. The next playthrough, I want to mess around with the settings a little bit. I think things are growing too fast. Like, I've got turnips growing within 10 days for a 20-day month. By default, with the 9-day months, they grow in 9 days. I don't want them to take 20 days. I feel like that's kind of ridiculous. But I'm thinking maybe change it so that they're at like 12 days. Just a little bit longer, I think would be good. I also, when I changed that, I didn't do anything to change the rot time. I don't know if I should. So I'm considering whether or not I should do that. I really am enjoying the 20-day months. I considered bumping it up to the 30-day months for my next playthrough. I'm not really sure though. I really like the pacing of the 20 days. So I might not. I might not increase it to 30. We'll see. I'll kind of check it out a little bit. All right, but so we need to diversify a little bit our grains. What other grains? So we got spelt. Spelt is the one we have the most seeds of. It goes up to 40. Yeah, it's more heat resistant. Also, I forgot to mention, I did get a road leading out to over here and moved the ship up. I unloaded everything from the ship, which is where I got a bunch of the firewood from, which is great. Additionally, up here, I did make a road to the translocator. I was just getting really tired of traversing all this hilly terrain every time I needed to use it. So now I can just go whoop, whoop to get over here to the path. And this hasn't gotten much progress since the last time I showed it. But I would like to go back up there again. I am considering taking a detour to go mine for some titanium here. I've never gotten titanium before, so I think that would be a really cool goal to have before we end this run, just because I'm not 100%. I'm so scared the resonance archives, to be completely honest. I'm very scared. But I think getting titanium is achievable. All of the piglets grew up, so I went ahead and processed them. I am leaving 1, 2, 3, 4 sows and 1 boar, just so we can have a bigger crop next month. But it is now time to go ahead and feed them. Oh, it looks like I'm out of pig food over here, so I need to run down to the cellar and get some more. While we're down here, I am starting to prep for winter already. I do have a couple of crocks sealed, but we'll probably make sure to store a few from this next round of stew cooking. Oh, I also heard little chickie chicks, so we're gonna check on them real quick. Yay! All right, we have a nice little group of chickens. I'll wait for them to grow up, and then we can get them processed. But it's nice little group. Come on, chickie chicks. In my quest for titanium, I did continue the southern road a bit, and then I swung east, and I'm right around here. No, wait. Yes, I'm right around here at the moment. So getting close to the ilmenite. There are definitely other ways to get there. I could go to this translocator and then come this way. But I just like building roads, okay? I think it's so much fun. And it's very, ooh, look at all this compost. It's very helpful when you get lost out in the wilds to be able to find a road and just follow it back home. It's great. Oh man, all of our compost bins are full now. This one's almost done. Okay, so I'm not gonna start a new one. We'll just collect the rot here for now. Right, I'm gonna go cook up a bunch of meat. Okay, 2 things. Thing 1, this is almost filled in. I've kind of been prioritizing firewood the past couple of days just because we're running really low. Like the kitchen was completely out of charcoal. This is low. The windmill's low. So just kind of trying to prioritize that at the moment. Thing 2 is that the bear that attacked me, I think it was like last month or a couple months ago while I was over here, attacked me again. Almost killed me, got me down to 1 bar of health remaining. So I would like to go bear hunting. Just see if we can go ahead and get rid of it so that we can finish deforesting this area in peace. I do have plans on increasing my tree farm closer to base, like making that a lot bigger. Ooh, was that it? Did I just see it out of the corner of my eye? I sure did. All right. And hopefully it'll be safer getting trees from the tree farm instead of having to come out here. Ooh. Okay. And we're gonna hide. Ooh. Hide in here. I've already gotten like a few good hits on it. It's gotta be not feeling great. Come on. Ooh. Messed up. Alright, I think it's getting low because it's running away. There we go. Got it. Woo! Woo! Alright. Nice. Got a nice big hide from that. Ouch. Need to see if I can get my arrows back. I think I shot 3. Here's 1. Yeah, I'm at least getting 2 back. Oh no, got all. Oh, I shot 4. Got 4 back. Awesome. All right, I'm gonna take this back to base to just to make more room for for wood. I did make some horsetail poultices. Let me see if I can get these pulled up. There we go. So it's 4 horsetail and then some linen. This is like I think this is like one of the most basic ways to heal your health. You can also add honey to make it faster, but didn't do that for these. But what you do is once you've got them on your hotbar, you hold right click and you see in the center that bar filling up. That's using it, and then you can see in the bottom that there's like a green that showed up, and then the health is filling in that green that healed. Anyway, we are now safe from bears for now. Hopefully for a little bit in that area, we can continue getting firewood for the charcoal pit. All right, we've got it filled up completely. Didn't take quite as long. Honestly, it didn't take quite as long as I thought it was gonna take. But here we go, charcoal pit. Let's hope there's no holes anywhere. Just gonna run around. Like I'm suddenly paranoid that something's missing somewhere. But I think we're good. And when we were inside, everything looked fine. We're okay. And hopefully it'll start smoking here soon. There it is. Oh, thank goodness. Okay. Perfect. So we should have a bunch of coal next month. It's gonna take forever to tear down. I probably should go ahead and make a second shovel in preparation for obtaining all that. I also want to have a second charcoal chest in here. Just add another one like here in the floor or something. So we use a lot of charcoal in here. But while that goes through, I've got some blister steel I need to process. Also some iron I gotta get out of there and process. We have okay winds. It's not great. It's only 53%. And I do believe that waiting for it to run out and then adding it back in is the best strategy, not refilling it mid cycle, because when I was waiting for it to run out, the progress would complete by almost exactly 20% each time, and see now we're at like 53%. So I think we lost some progress with that. So it was a good experiment. Now I know. I do think the ideal method is to try to replace it as soon as it like runs out, so that the coffin's like it stays hot, because right now it's got to warm back up. So if you can wait, like see that it just went out, go back in and fill it up while the coffin is still white, I think that's best. I haven't like looked into the code or anything, but just from my own experiments, I think that is the best process. Now I gotta go back around here and get a bunch of Coke.